everyone, and welcome to a Regenerate video with me today. Today we're going to be focusing on shin splints. Now before we get started, it's really important that you know I am not a medical professional, so all exercises and stretches that I share with you today are not medical advice for you, okay? I am a PE teacher and I will be giving you some different exercises today and some different stretches that have worked well with students who have been in my classes who have shin splints. So it's from my experience, but this is not medical advice. It's really important that you know that. Now, as we go through this video, please be listening to your body. That's the most important thing, especially when you are injured. So if there's any stretches or exercises that don't suit you, you're not comfortable with, just don't do them. If there's any pain at all, please just stop. For one person, okay, everyone's different, so for one person, a stretch might work really well for them and they might find that they really like that stretch and might fit it into their daily routine from now on, whereas other people, it really might not suit them at all. So everyone's different. It's really important to listen to your body. Okay, so what are we going to cover today? We are going to be doing some exercises to start off with. We will be doing 8 different exercises, 30 seconds worth of each, and then there'll be a 30-second break after each exercise too. We will do that 2 rounds. So 8 exercises makes up 1 round. We'll be doing 2 rounds today, so taking us to about 16 minutes. And after that, we will be doing some stretches together, and I'll show you some stretches that I think have worked in the past quite well with shin splints. Okay. Just before we get started though, really well done for clicking on this video, because this is a positive step in your recovery, just by being able to realise that keeping up our fitness and working without injury to try and make it better is the most important and most positive thing that you can be doing right now. So well done. Okay, so we're going to get started. First of all, we're actually going to start on calf raises. So holding something nearby, we'll go up and lower down, okay? Now, if you have a step or a ledge nearby that's safe to use, put your toes on there and the balls of your feet and go up and then lower, but you can lower than the level of the step or whatever you're on, okay? So you get a bit more of a workout for the calf raise. Okay, if you don't, just copy me. I'm going to be doing it on just a leveled floor. Right, get ready. So 30 seconds of calf raises. Get ready. Let's go. So up. So when we go up, squeeze the calves. We're working here, okay, on both feet. Don't let the heels drop down to the floor as you lower. Keep the chest up. Really squeeze at the top. Okay. Now for the future, now you know this exercise, okay, you could start doing it on one leg, okay, at a time. It's up to you, that's more intense. Excellent. Okay, calf raise is done. So next up, we're heading down to the floor. If you have a mat, I do recommend using it. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to do glute bridges. So we lie down, feet flat, hands flat, and we're going to just squeeze at the top here for our glutes and lower like this. Get ready. Let's go. Now another alternative here is just to hold it here. So this is a glute bridge hold, okay, and we're squeezing our glutes. So whichever one works for you best. Really squeeze at the top. Push down flat through those feet. There should be no strain on your shins here. Remember, at any point, if there's strain, stop. Excellent. Okay, I do recommend having water nearby if you don't already. Keep yourself hydrated. Okay, plank is going to be next. So remember, trying to keep a nice straight body, flat and stable. If there's any shaking at all, don't worry, that's very normal for a core exercise like this, so just keep holding. Okay, let's get ready. Tuck those toes under. Let's go. So hips in line, not too high, but also not sagging down either. So looking down, try not to look ahead, Looking up and ahead often means that we lower our hips, so try to just look down to your hands. We're nearly there. Excellent. Okay, good work. We are 3 exercises down. We're now going to be doing tricep dips. So we're working the back of our upper arms here. Hands here, not too far back, that can cause us shoulder pain when we do this. Okay, so here, feet flat, hips up but not too high. And we're just going to do this. Okay, but as we go down, we're going to lift one leg like this and alternate. Let's go. So lift one leg and alternate. Excellent. So we're not only working on our leg muscles, we're also working on our triceps. If that's too much, then just do the normal triceps here, the tricep dips, and just keep it shallow if you need. Keep breathing, finishing this together. Nice. Okay, right, I'm now going to lie down onto my right side. Okay, so I'm on my right elbow here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just lift my outside leg, the one at the top, just like so. As it lowers, don't let it hit down on the floor, okay? And I'll show you some alternatives also when we get started too. Okay, let's go. So, here, this is one exercise that you can do for your outer leg here. You could also twist in and extend, okay? Or alternatively, put this outer leg down and the one that's underneath, raise that, okay? That's more for your inner thigh. So it's up to you what you choose. You can change it for the next round. Really squeeze. Nice, okay. We're switching round now onto the other side. This is a good time to take a sip of water. Especially when we're injured and we're in recovery, it's important to keep hydrated, so please do remember that. Right, remember the options, try and do the same as you did on the right hand side on the left. Okay. So you should feel it down this part of your leg. Just lift in, really squeeze as you do it. Doesn't have to be fast, slow and controlled. Keep it going. Stay with me. Okay, right. Next up, so we've got 2 more exercises in this round, and then we're on to our second last round. So we're going to be doing crunchies for this one, okay? So just lying here, feet flat, knees bent. I'm just going to lift up, hold it for 1, squeezing those abs, and just keep doing that, okay? Get ready. Let's go. Squeeze as you come up. I breathe out at the top. Stay with me. Right, on to our last exercise of our first round. We're going to be lying down on our fronts for this one. And this is a back raise with an arm extension. So, hands stay behind our ears. We're going to lift up our legs and here, okay, extend here, and then we lower. So watch, like that. 30 seconds has started. So lower, up, hold, extend, back, lower. Up, hold, extend, back, lower. Good. This is engaging our upper back as well as our lower back. Make sure that reach is high and that you hold it. Right, one round down, one more to go. Okay, good job everyone. Right, stay with me. So back to calf raises. So our first exercise of this round, calf raises. Remember, I gave you an option. If you want to do 15 seconds on one and 15 on the other, then go for it. I'll let you know when we're halfway. You don't have to. Working our calves. It's good to work the back of our legs as well. Okay, our lower legs especially. A lot of the time it's all about balance, balancing those muscle groups that we're using. 15 seconds just went. Okay, right then. On to our next one. So calf raises was our first one. We're now doing our glute bridges. So pushing up, in this one it's all about pushing up the hips. So we're working on our glutes and our lower back too. Right, feet flat on the floor. Okay, we've started. Now if you want a bit extra to engage the upper body too, okay, as you come up, open up, down, in. Open up, in. Open up, in. Just an extra for you. You don't have to do it. And remember, the other option is just holding it up like this, really squeezing the glutes, hips high. Nice one. Right, next up, do you remember? It is plank. So we're going to be planking together. Now, if you didn't hold it for the whole 30 seconds last time, try and do that with me this time. And I'll give you an alternative too, if you're finding this a bit easy. So in your plank, if you want to just lift up each heel, alternating, that's another option for you. Get ready. Let's hold together. Try and pull in the core, the stomach muscles. Concentrate, try and stay stable and firm. You did it. Good job. Going all the way to that 30-second marker. Right, next up, tricep dips, lifting the legs, alternating there, okay? Now remember, with everything, especially when you've got an injury at the front of our lower legs here, when you lower it down, just make sure that you're doing it controlled, that you're not just letting it slam down. Your hips don't have to be really high for this one, okay? If you're experiencing any pain in the shoulders, then just make sure that your hips are a little bit lower and move those hands in. They should be roughly underneath your shoulders. Keep the chest up and open. Well done. Right, on to the next one. So we've got our side leg lifts. So I gave you options last time. When you're on your side here, so we can do the outer leg like so. You can do the twist in. And you can also put this leg down and focus on the one at the bottom for the inner thigh. It's up to you. Now, if this is not intense enough for you, you can, if you've tried out the alternatives, go onto your side plank and then leg lift like that. Okay, keeping up here that's another option for you if you want to make this more intense. Nice. Switching sides. And remember, on all these exercises that we're doing, I will give you some alternatives, some different options for intensities. You can go between them. So in that 30 seconds, you don't have to just stick with one version of that exercise. You can go between others, that's fine. Okay, get ready, think about which exercise you're going to be doing. Keep tight here, squeeze as you lift. Nearly there. Nice work. Right, we are nearly there, everyone. Just 2 more exercises to go. Crunchies are next. I'm going to give you an alternative as well, which is actually a reverse crunchie. So a reverse crunchie looks like this. So hands flat, just slightly under your glutes. Lower down here, and you're going to extend up like that. Okay, that's a reverse crunchie. So if you'd rather try that out, then go for it. Stay with me, we're working all the way through this 30 seconds. Squeeze. On to our last exercise now. So remembering we're doing our back raise with that extra reach to engage more of our back muscles. So get ready, everybody. So remember, it's lift, hold, extend, back and down. Lift, hold, extend, back, down. Lift, hold, extend, back, down. Remember to look forwards when you reach. It's going to help you keep up. Really squeeze those glutes. Right, everyone, nice work. Okay, we got through that together, well done. So you've just done your 16 minutes worth of exercise, different exercises, 8 different ones for you that you can use in the future in your recovery, as well as when you are recovered too. I'm sure also that you will probably know some other exercises that might work for you that don't put extra strain on. So feel free to continue with some of those now if you'd like to. And you can always switch in exercises. So like I said at the start, if there's any that don't really suit you, or you think it's putting a bit of strain on, or you're not too sure about it, then please just switch something in that does work. Rather than not doing the workout at all, it's better to just switch something in. Right, so now we're going to do some stretches. If you have trainers on, I recommend taking them off. Okay, and just having bare feet or socks. Right. So what we're going to do now is a few stretches that seem to relieve the pain sometimes of your shin splints. Like I said, some of them might work really well for you, others may not work, so please listen to your body. Right, so the first one actually is like this. So I'm leaning on my hands now. I'm going to tuck my toes under here. I'm going to just push back. Now if you want to extend that further, or maybe you can't feel anything, just gently push up with the hands so your knees come off. Good. Right, now we're going to go down, so flatten. We're on the top of our feet are on the floor now, sitting here, I'm going to do the same, but we're now going to be pushing that way a bit more back. So with our hands, we're going to just push up. So our knees are coming up, and that should really feel a stretch. Remember, just gently, don't overdo it. Do what works for you. So you should really feel a stretch at the front of your lower legs there and your shins. Great. Okay, so the next one, we're staying down here again. So same position as the last stretch, but now I'm going to reach back. Remember, please listen to your body. Good. Okay, now I'm going to sit down in this position, straight legs in front of us, and because of where the shin splints are, where the pain is that you're probably experiencing, okay, that's your anterior tibialis here. So this is where your pain will probably be. So what we want to be doing in a lot of our stretches is pointing the toes, because we're trying to stretch this part, and it can be very difficult to find exercises that do stretch this. So pointing the toes just like this as much as you can. Remember, just listening to your body, don't overdo it. And if you're extra flexible and you can reach your foot, and maybe that just pointing your toes isn't doing much, just add a little bit extra by just pushing with your hand, okay, if you reach down to that foot. And make sure you do it the same to both sides. Switching. Good. Right then, my last one, okay, that I think is quite a successful stretch for quite a lot of people who do have shin splints. So we're almost in a sort of push-up position. I'm going to put my knees down and lower my hips. And then I'm going to put my feet flat, so I'm not tucking them in. So my feet are now flat, and I'm going to push up so my knees are not on the floor. Okay, so I'm now pushing through my feet. The upper part of my foot is flat on the floor. Watch mine, just like mine. Pushing, keep that chest up. So knees not on the floor. Lower those hips a bit more if you can. Good. Right then, so we've gone through some exercises today to give you some ideas on what can work when you do have shin splints to not make them any worse. And we've also looked at a few stretches at the end too. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that these have been useful for you today. I hope your recovery goes well too. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.